I found this on my nan's dressing table, and neither of us has any idea what it is. I asked her how old it is, but she really has no clue. It's made of metal. It's about 4 inches long in total, and the mouse slides up and down and makes the top of it grip. Can anyone help identify it? It's a Victorian cigarette holder, also known as cigarette tongs or finger tongs. These small tongs were used to hold a cigarette, allowing a person to smoke without directly touching the cigarette with their fingers, to prevent nicotine stains on fingers and gloves, which were commonly worn by ladies in that era. It has a squeeze stopper to keep the cigarette in place. What is this cast iron box with holes I saw on the side of a Chicago building that was built in the late 1920s? It's about 12 by 10 inches with holes, and it has an electric supply running up to it. It looks like it has a logo of 3 A's stacked in a triangle, and it has hinges like it would open if it didn't have 100 years of paint slathered all over it. I think maybe it's an alarm box of some kind. I did a Google Lens search and got a bunch of British mailboxes. Any help in identifying is much appreciated. It's a mid-century fire alarm annunciator, used to indicate to firefighters the location of a fire alarm signal within a building or facility. Here's one with the room labels are still attached to the front of the box. When a fire alarm pull station or heat and smoke detector was triggered, the annunciator panel would light up or drop a flag, showing which area or zone was in alarm. This allowed maintenance staff, security, or firefighters to quickly locate the source of the fire signal. I found this a couple of years ago at a rummage sale and bought it because I thought it was cool looking, and it was only $1. I'm getting all sorts of different responses from Google as to what it might be. If it's a hood ornament or door handle, I don't understand how it would connect with the hoops that are attached to it. Are there any vintage car enthusiasts out there that might be able to shed the light? It's a growler handle. They typically are installed on a brown glass beer growler, and it looks like your growler was broken or removed for some reason. Growlers are generally made of glass and have either a screw-on cap or a hinged porcelain gasket cap, which can maintain freshness for a week or more. They are commonly sold at breweries and brew pubs as a means to sell takeout craft beer. The term may date from the late 19th century, when fresh beer was carried from the local pub to one's home by means of a small galvanized bucket. It is claimed that the sound that the carbon dioxide made when it escaped from the lid as the beer sloshed around sounded like a growl. What is this thing I found in my backyard? It's cast iron, around 9.5 by 5 by 2.5 inches, and it is hinged on one side. I have suggestions for it being a doorstop, a plow, some sort of animal trap, a door knocker, or a shoe wedge to keep very large shoes in a nice form. Does anyone know what this thing actually is? It's a 1970s wall-mounted cicada-shaped candle holder, and probably French. Cicada is a symbol of southern France, especially Provence, representing summer heat, the joy of nature, and a relaxed lifestyle. It has an opening at the bottom that will allow you to insert the candle, with a small cup inside, designed to hold a tea light candle. The pierced metal allows heat and light to pass through, creating an atmospheric glow on the wall. What is this control panel of some kind? I was volunteering with the Commemorative Air Force, and I saw this control panel thing in the back. Seeing as it says bomb doors and prop pitch, I'm assuming it's from a World War II bomber of some kind. Does anyone know which plane it's from? It's from a B-29 Superfortress. It was probably used for testing the electrical system, so you could isolate faults. The B-29 Superfortress is a retired American 4-engine propeller-driven heavy bomber, designed by Boeing and flown primarily by the United States during World War II and the Korean War. What is this metal thing found inside the garage? And it seems to be a tool. It has a hand crank that rotates and a screw at the center. It measures approximately 12.5 inches high and 6 inches in diameter. It has moderate use and wasn't mounted near any other tools. Any help would be most appreciated. It's a 1960s hand soap dispenser. It was patented on December 31st, 1968 by Jerome Lipman and Henry J. Orr of Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. Hand cleaners used to be available in big cans that would fit in that contraption. Pull the handle, and you would get a big gob of hand cleaner. They were popular in industrial settings, and Gojo was one of the makers of the hand cleaner. What is this red plastic item with turnable numbered wheels and metal clips? It was found mixed in with men's jewelry in a box that had not been opened since the mid-2000s. It was found with tie clips, cufflinks, and watches, but it may be unrelated. Based on the other objects, it is likely pre-1980s. Google image search suggested that it was for budgeting while shopping, but the items did not match mine, and this one does not have coin denominations. Does anyone know the use of this item? It's a 1960s mileage reminder for oil changes, etc. The clips on the back appear to be large enough to hold it on a visor. Older cars had odometers, but not separate trip odometers like they do today. I use my A trip odometer to track gas mileage and my B trip odometer to record oil change miles. What is this porcelain or ceramic thing I found on a dirt road next to a cornfield? Its size is pretty obvious. There are no marking on the other side besides chips and scratches, and after a quick rinse, it's hollow with a pass-through. Searches show this might be a shotgun shell base or an insulator. Having grown up with a man obsessed with old ham radios, I imagine this could be something from an old transmitter or receiver. Does anyone have any information? It's the center section of a 1920s Western Giant spark plug, made for early internal combustion engines. It was part of the era's rapid development of spark plug design as cars, trucks, and tractors became more powerful and reliable. During that era, spark plugs were not yet standardized. Companies like Champion, AC, Bosch, Splitdorf, and Western Giant produced a variety of models with different heat ranges, thread types, and insulator shapes. What is this small brass rack with pegs, found in a small Iowa town antique shop? Around 3.75 inches tall, the base is around 4 inches wide, and it appears to be brass as it's non-magnetic. Any information would be helpful. Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.